About 66 million years ago, two young Tyrannosaurus rex were playing deep in the forest, sharpening their hunting skills through mock battles. But at that moment, a large dark figure suddenly appeared behind them. It was an adult T-Rex. Without any hesitation, it devoured the two juveniles. Hearing their cubs' screams, the parents not far away also sensed the danger. They immediately searched everywhere for their children. Soon after, bloodstains on the ground came into view. The mother lowered her head slowly, carefully sniffing the lingering scent in the blood, and finally confirmed the terrible truth. She vowed to avenge her children. Grief shrouded her completely. From then on, the mother became seriously ill and fell into deep depression, while the father could only stay silently by her side, doing everything he could to comfort his devastated mate. Half a month passed, but the mother still couldn't escape the pain of losing her young. Seeing his wife becoming more and more disheartened, the T-Rex father finally made up his mind to take her out to ease her mood. In the dinosaur era, hunting was the most direct form of healing. Soon they found a lone Triceratops. The couple exchanged a glance and reached a hunting consensus. The male quietly circled behind the Triceratops, but the alert Triceratops immediately entered defense mode. At that moment, the mother launched a surprise attack from behind, biting the Triceratops firmly on its thigh. The father rushed forward without delay. With perfect coordination, they successfully took down the Triceratops. A long-awaited feast finally arrived. Due to prolonged sorrow, the couple had already become quite thin. This time, they had to replenish themselves properly. But just as they lowered their heads to enjoy the meal, a menacing figure silently approached. It was a more ferocious adult T-Rex. From its cold eyes alone, one could sense intense hostility. The mother instantly realized upon seeing it, this was a formidable opponent. The air was filled with a sharp sense of tension, almost like the smell of gunpowder. The T-Rex father also sensed that this might very well be the murderer of their offspring, because there had been a deep, irreconcilable grudge between the two sides before. A month ago, the T-Rex father had a fight with this outsider T-Rex. In this world of survival of the fittest, territory was the lifeblood of existence. Seeing the other invade his land, the T-Rex father had to defend his dignity. After a series of furious roars, neither side backed down, and they immediately engaged in a life-or-death battle. This outsider T-Rex was extremely cunning. It bit down on the father's short leg and then tore the calf clean off. The intense pain exposed the father's weakness. The outsider pressed the advantage and delivered a heavy blow, completely knocking the T-Rex father to the ground. Exhausted, the father had no choice but to surrender his territory. But what he never expected was that the outsider T-Rex would be so ruthless, not only killing his young afterwards, but now even trying to steal his mate. It was clear that a deadly battle was inevitable today. The two sides wasted no words and immediately fought fiercely. As the battle grew more intense, the outsider once again used the same trick, biting down hard on the father's other short leg. Seeing the situation becoming critical, at the key moment, the mother also rushed forward to avenge her children, biting the enemy's thigh. The T-Rex father, seeing the tide turn, immediately launched a fatal strike. He charged straight at the enemy and knocked him flying. On the ground, the sharp horn of the Triceratops happened to pierce through the outsider's body. As the outsider's neck was impaled, the life of this evil enemy came to a complete end. Seeing their great revenge fulfilled, the couple finally laid down the heavy burden in their hearts. That night, under the thick darkness, their long-suppressed emotions were completely released. Overcome with passion, the two once again engaged in reproduction, and the entire process lasted a full 3 seconds. The T-Rex father had completed his task. Not long after, the mother began laying eggs. With a push of her strong pelvic muscles, one egg after another was laid. To protect these precious offspring, the couple made use of nearby materials to build a warm and solid nest, and even defecated on the nest to fill it with their T-Rex scent, which could also prevent other predators from discovering the eggs. However, unforeseen events soon followed. Several days of continuous rain severely flooded the T-Rex nest. These eggshells have respiratory pores that help the embryo develop, and too much water could drown them. Fortunately, the mother quickly noticed the anomaly and decisively tore open the nest to drain the water. Soon, the eggs showed signs of life again, but they were not completely out of danger because these eggs had already caught the attention of predators. After the mother fell asleep, a group of troodontids slowly appeared. Their small size and light steps allowed them to sneak by unnoticed, and even the T-Rex mother failed to detect their approach. Just as the eggs were about to be stolen, luckily the T-Rex father returned in time. He was filled with killing intent and completely wiped out the little thieves. However, in the chaos, one egg was accidentally smashed. The mother stared blankly at the broken life and fell into deep thought. At this point, point, the remaining eggs had reached a critical hatching stage, and every step could not afford any mistakes. On this day, the mother counted the days and knew the hatchlings were about to be born, so she eagerly pulled apart the nest, but the sight inside stunned them. Not only were the eggs destroyed, but a group of rats even crawled out from inside. The T-Rex father had little hope for this situation and turned to leave immediately, but the mother was unwilling to give up. She kept digging through the nest in search of a viable egg. Fortunately, luck was on their side this time. After a careful search, the T-Rex mother found the only intact egg. Carefully biting it open, a vibrant little life emerged from the shell. At that moment, the mood of the T-Rex couple turned from despair to joy. However, things didn't end there. Although the little one had successfully been born, it would never live to see adulthood.